Biology, Part 231. At least in plants, the mechanisms which prevent fertilization must be capable of improvement by natural selection, because they can prevent the production of non-viable seeds. Individuals which possess these characteristics must normally leave more offsprings in the next generation. Reduced hybrid success. In this context, the success means the ability to produce a normal number of healthy, fertile offsprings. If the hybrid have a reduced viability or are infertile, they will leave fewer offsprings. These mechanisms are difficult to improve by natural selection because the reproductive effort of the original parents is wasted. Indeed, it is better to view reduced hybrid fertility and hybrid breakdown simply as the result of accumulated genetic differences between the species. Few species are kept separate only by such mechanisms. Pre-mating mechanisms are strongly favored by selection, and it is very probable that they will develop in addition to post-mating mechanisms if interbreeding between the species is at all widespread. Evidence for evolution. Introduction. The evolution is the single most important concept in biological science because it provides a linking theme without which a vast number of observed facts would simply fail to make sense. Evolution is controversial not so much because the scientific evidence is in any doubt, but because some people do not like or refuse to accept its implications in a religious or philosophical context. This tutorial is going to present a summary of the major lines of the evidence in favor of evolutionary theory. We can consider for ourselves whether any alternative explanation should be supported so effectively. The distinctive fossils of ammonites are abundant in parts of Dorset, a successful group of the Mesozoic. They became extinct in the same time as the dinosaurs. What is the evidence? Well, there are two main categories of the evidence can be used to evaluating any hypothesis. The private detective of crime function investigation, a murder, would ask many questions. How was the murder committed? Why? Who are likely the suspects? And so on. The corpse and the murder weapons are inescapable facts. The direct evidence that a crime has taken place. Indirect evidence would include that the observation relating to the motive and the opportunity. The evaluation of the scientific hypothesis is the course much more rigorous, but both direct and indirect evidence remain essential. Equally, the hypothesis must generate predictions which are testable, and experiments which are carried out must not give conflicting results. The direct evidence for the evolution comes mainly from the study of the fossils. The indirect evidence is concerned with the mechanism of evolution. How could it have taken place, and also that the anticipated outcomes if evolution has occurred. What relationships are to be expected among the organisms alive today? It is simply untrue to suggest that evolutionary ideas cannot be tested. Fossils. Fossils are the remains of the organisms found in rocks. Dead organisms usually rot and decompose or are eaten by other organisms, with the result that the valuable chemical substance contained in their bodies are recycled and can be used again.